2004 edition of Catholic High football provided another highly successful season. It was a year of thrilling comebacks, spectacular victories, and a third consecutive District 4-5A championship. The true character of the team was on full display as the Bears began the season with an unprecedented rash of injuries and an 0-2 beginning. However, Catholic High displayed the heart of a champion as it stormed back to reel off 7 consecutive wins on its way to the district title and its 17th consecutive appearance in the state playoffs.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Offensively, the Bears provided big plays and excitement as Catholic High averaged over 30 points a game for the season.
Touch this. Yeah, that's how we living, and you know you can't touch this. Look in my eyes, man. You can't touch this. Yo, let me bust the phone lyric. Can't touch this. Fresh new kicks and bands, you got it like that. Now you know you wanna dance, so move out of your seat and get a fire girl and catch this beat while it's rolling. Hold on, pump a little bit and let them know what's going on like that, like that. Hold a little bit, just don't fall on back. Let them know that you're too much, and this is a beat they can't touch. Touch this. Why you standing there, man? You can't touch this. Yo, sound the bell. School is in, sucker. You can't touch this. Give me a song or rhythm, making them sweat. That's what I'm giving them now. They know. You talk about the hammer, you're talking about a show that's hot and tight. Singles are sweating so fast, come on, whiteboard tape. To learn what it's gonna take in the 90s to burn the charts. Legit. Either work hard or you might as well quit. That's the word, because you know you can't touch this. Can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time. Go with the flow. It is said if you can't prove the list, then you probably are dead. So wave your hands in the air. Bust a few moves. Run your fingers through your hair. This is it. For a winner, dance to this, and you're gonna get there. Can't touch this. Look, man, can't touch this. You better get hype, boy, because you know you can't touch this. Ring the bell, school's back in. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time. Touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time. Every time you see me, the hammer's just so hype. I'm low. And I'm magic on the mic. Now why would I ever stop doing this with others making records that just don't hit? I tour around the world from London to the Bay. It's hammer, go, hammer, empty hammer, yo, hammer, and the rest can go and play. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
The Bears open district play with a D-Day matchup versus an undefeated Terra Trojan football team. Catholic High treated its fans to a spectacular come-from-behind victory. Offensively, the Bears utilized the quarterback draw as Austin Worley picks up valuable yardage on their first possession. The drive stalled, and the Catholic High defense was called on to provide some big hits. Down the line pursuit. Dean Talbot, Martin Sampson, and Alex Baranich in on the hit. Again, it's the defense. Trey Samaha wraps up the ball carrier and gets some help from his friends. This time it's the swing pass. Brandon Odom forces a fumble, and Thomas Broussard in on the recovery. Another great defensive effort. Middle linebacker Red Hughes goes down as a nose guard. Helps make the tackle along with Corey Williams and Ryan Nabalski. On offense, Catholic High faced a punting situation, and Douglas Proctor launched a great punt with good coverage. Proctor was to lead the district in punting average in 2004. The Bears are back on defense. This time, Jason Peters and John Quito lead the charge. Good containment and a nice pass rush. Brandon Odom puts his head on the ball, forces the fumble, and Trey Samaha comes up with the recovery. The Catholic High offense is in business. Midline option, and Austin Worley keeps the ball off tackle. The senior picks up a first down. On the next play, Julius Fleming follows his blockers into the left side of the line and scores for the Bears. Jacob Dugas converts, and the score is 7-all. Terra scored again, and the Bears are trailing, so the offense is on the field once more. Again, it's Fleming exploding to the outside. Catholic High is in the hurry-up mode just before half. Fleming picks up a great block from Rive Smith and picks up another first down. Penalties put the Bears back, but again, it's the quarterback draw, and Austin Worley with an outstanding effort. The halftime score was Terra 13, Catholic High 7. Terra opened the second half with another scoring drive, and so the Bears are trailing now by 2 touchdowns. First, it's Worley on the keep. This time, Fleming picks up a great block by Jeremy Eason, and the junior speedster is off to the races. Touchdown, Bears. Catholic High's now pull within 5 points. The defense began to step it up. Samaha hems him in, and Martin Sampson with the tackle. Trojans used the inside reverse, but it doesn't fool Matthew Newman and Drew Elzick. Martin Sampson in on the stop, along with John Quito. Big third down situation, and Ryan Talbot comes up with an interception. Catholic High's offense is ready to score. Austin Worley fakes into the middle and splits the secondary. The Bears are going for 2. This time Worley sprints out and finds sophomore Josh Warren into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Catholic High has stormed back to take a 22-19 lead. The defense keeps up the pressure. There's a fumble on the play, and Trey Samaha comes up with the fumble recovery. Catholic High stays with the midline option. This time Levi Lemoyne picks up yardage. Fourth quarter, Josh Warren on the draw play. Worley fakes into the line and keeps it. Picks up some great downfield blocking by Brad Moses. It's Josh Warren again over the left side, and he keeps the legs churning. Again, the fake into the middle, and Worley keeps it around the left end. Kealakai has a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Now it's Warren, exploding to the outside, and another touchdown. Dugai's conversion is good. Kealakai now leads by a 29-19 score. On defense, Nabalski hems in the quarterback. Quito and Corey Williams on the stop. Later in the 4th quarter, Kealakai faces a punting situation, and Proctor nails a beautiful punt. This ball is going to go dead at the 1-yard line. Terra's back to pass. Ball is deflected, and sophomore Jason Peters rambles into the end zone for an interception return for a touchdown. The score is 36-19 Bears. Last gasp for the Terra Trojans. There's a fumble on the play, and Jim Martin comes up with the fumble recovery. Final score is Kealakai 36, Terra 19. Following the Terra victory, the Bears went on the road to face a tough and talented Walker Wildcat team in a game that provided enough fireworks to last a season. Defensively, the Bears pursue down the line. Jason Peters, Mark Grant, Thomas Broussard on the stop. Proctor's back to punt again. This was one of several big special teams plays. The return man for Walker's touched the ball, and Grant recovers for the Bears. Option play. Worley fakes to Levi Lemoyne and keeps it around left end for a touchdown. The Bears have been trailing, but now Dugai's kick makes the score 7-all. Again, Corey Williams down the line with the tackle. On the toss, great team pursuit. Sampson forces the defender in along with Byron Washington, and a host of Bears converge. Second quarter action, and it's the option reverse. Ryan Talbot takes the pitch, picks up a convoy of blockers, and the senior is down the sidelines. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Option out of the shotgun. Worley with a great effort, and it's a touchdown. The score is now 14-13 Catholic High. The Bears come up with another big special team play. Matthew Allen on the onside kick, and Alex Baranich on the recovery. Option play. This time Nick Daigle gets the call. Walker stiffened and has the ball. Quito wraps up the ball carrier, and the rest of the Bear defense gets to the ball. Walker's back to punt. Mark Grant gets a hand on the punt, and the Bears are in business. Screen pass. Austin Worley to Julius Fleming. And the junior picks up a 1st down to the 5-yard line. The Bears are faking a field goal just before halftime. Dugas in motion, and everyone forgets about Jeremy Eason. Touchdown, Catholic High. The Bears had a 20-13 lead. Inside reverse to Ryan Talbot in the 3rd quarter, and the senior with a great effort. Another punting situation. The coverage is spectacular, And again, Walker turns the ball over. Dean Talbot comes up with the fumble recovery for the Bears. However, a Catholic High turnover gives the ball back to the Wildcats. This time it's Byron Washington along with Douglas Proctor and others making the stop on the ball carrier. Halftime score was Catholic High 20, Walker 20. The Wildcats kicked off to begin the second half, and Julius Fleming took the ball and exploded up through the wedge. A fantastic return to start the second half. The offense begins to drive. This time it's Worley on the quarterback counter. Great downfield block by Eason. The counter wham, and Julius Fleming weaves his way through the defense. One more time on the quarterback counter. And Worley gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Dugas is again good on the extra point, and the score is Catholic High 27, Walker 20. Great kickoff coverage on the ensuing kickoff by the Bears. Michael Coulon, Chris Gremion, and Mark Grant in on the stop. Walker did tie the score at 27-all, and they have the ball late in the fourth quarter. However, there's a fumble, and it's kicked into the secondary. Thomas Broussard comes up with the fumble recovery. The Bears have the ball with just over a minute to go in the game. Bootleg. Worley fires, and Ryan Talbot hauls down the pass. This sets up Jacob Dugas' 31-yard field goal. It's good. And with 14 seconds left to go in the game, Catholic High leads 30-27. Game's last play, and John Quito hammers the quarterback, and the ball game is over. Catholic High has stormed from behind to take a 30-27 heart-pounding victory over the Walker Wildcats. After a 28-0 shutout of Denham Springs, the Bears traveled to Central High School to face the Wildcats. In one of the more balanced efforts of the season, Catholic High flexed its muscle in convincing fashion. Game's opening kickoff, and Josh Warren explodes down the right sideline. A great way to start the game. The offense was unable to score, and so the defense is out on the field. Pressure on the quarterback. Trey Samaha, Jeff Fobb, and Ryan Nabalski. The offense does have the ball, and it's the stretch play. With Rive Smith leading the way, Julius Fleming picks up valuable yardage. Proctor's back to punt. The Wildcats mishandle it, and Thomas Broussard is in on the fumble recovery for the Bears. Catholic High goes back to its stretch play, and Julius Fleming turns the corner. Once again, the Bears fail to score. Corey Williams with a tremendous sack of the quarterback. And on the next play, the Wildcats try the screen pass, but Martin Sampson makes the hit. Second quarter action now. Sprint out pass, and Worley finds Ryan Talbot, and the senior makes a great effort up the sideline. Another sprint out. This time it's Worley to Eason, and first down Catholic High. Catholic High fakes the stretch play now, and behind great protection, Worley lost this ball to Ryan Talbot for a touchdown. The extra point was good, and the Bears led 7-0. Further in the second quarter, Brett Hughes and Martin Sampson converge on the stop. Catholic High has the ball again, and this time Worley hits Talbot, who picks up a great block by Brad Moses, and the senior is down the sideline for a touchdown. The Bears lead 13-7. The Wildcats are now threatening to score, but Corey Williams with a great effort. As the quarterback is flushed out of the pocket, Ryan Talbot comes up with one of the big hits of the game. Big third down situation. Martin Sampson on the blitz hurries the quarterback, and Matt Newman in on the stop. Third quarter action. Down the line pursuit. Hughes and Fobb on the stop. Jim Martin and Jason Peters lead this charge. The Bears have the ball. Sprint out pass, and it's Austin Worley to Andrew McGinney. First down, Calachi. Time for the bootleg. Luke Gallman with the catch and extra yardage. Option play, and this time Nick Daigle burst into the end zone. Calachi leads 19-7. Wildcats are picked off by Thomas Broussard, and the sophomore makes a great return. Time for the play-action pass. Again, Worley on the fake with great protection and finds Talbot behind the defense. Stretch play again. Julius Fleming with a great cut and valuable yardage. Goal line situation. Worley fakes to Alex Baranich, and the senior runs in untouched for the touchdown. The Dugas extra point is good, and Calachi leads 26-7. On the kickoff, Michael Coulon with a great hit. The Bears are back on defense. Flush the quarterback out. Fobb and Ryan Nabalski in on the stop. Calachi offense is ready to roll. Some great maneuvering by Julius Fleming, and he's down the sideline. This drive carried into the fourth quarter, and the Bears are back to kick a field goal, and Dugas is good. Calachi now leads by a score of 29-7. This time, Julius Fleming weaves his way through the defense to pick up a first down later in the fourth quarter. Play action pass on third and long, and it's Worley to Josh Warren. Once again, the Bears are out to kick a field goal. And this effort is also good by Jacob Dugas. This makes the score Calachi 32, Central 7. Time for a few more big hits by the defense. Michael Coulon, Mark Grant, and Cody Blanchard were in on this stop. Final score, Calachi 32, Central 7. No team can call itself a champion without a championship defense. 2004 was no exception for the Bears, and it's Curdog D.
You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb Just like Adam and Eve, said you set me free. You took me to the sky, I've never been so high. You were my peace, you were my friends, you were my hope, baby, you were my smoke. You took the bomb, baby. You took the bomb on me. But you turned me up, you took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. But you turned me on, you took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. We were in motion, that like an ocean. You were the gift for me. You were the first explosion, turned out to be corrosion. You were the first for me, but you turned me up. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. I won't forget what you done to me, baby. Bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. You took the bomb on me, baby. You took the bomb on me. I'm a hard-working man. I wear a steel hard hat. I can ride rope, a hammer and paint, do things with my hands that most men can't. I can't get ahead no matter how hard I try. I'm getting really good at barely getting by. Got everything I own by the sweat of my brow. From my four-wheel drive to my cowboy boots, I owe it all to my blue-collar roots. Feel like I'm working overtime on a runaway train. I got to bust loose from this ball and chain. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land.
finish off from 9 to 5. I'm a hard working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. That's the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do it all over again. Well, I'm a hard-living, hard-working man.
The Bears brought a perfect 4-0 district record into its match with a very talented Woodlawn High team. Once again, Catholic High treated its fans to a thrilling comeback victory. Middle linebacker Hughes leads a swarm of defenders on the Woodlawn ball carrier. Again, it's the run D. Jason Peters, Hughes, and Ryan Nabalski in on this stop. Second quarter action. Catholic High's on defense. Woodlawn's holding on to a 7-0 lead. Martin Sampson and Thomas Broussard on the stop. The Bears get their hands on the ball. Midline option, and Worley keeps behind great blocking by Luke Pear and Jeremy Eason. This time the right side of the line clears the way for Julius Fleming. Key blocks were Adam Wilcox and David Bayard. Jacob Dugas with the extra point try. And that pulls the Bears within 3 at 10-7. Again, it's the defense. This time a long lateral. There is a sprint for the ball. The ball rolls out of bounds, and Catholic High has scored a 2-point safety. Score is now 10-9 Woodlawn. Late in the first half, the Bears are on the move. Fleming again weaves his way through the defense. Tremendous pursuit. First, Odom makes the hit, then others follow. Draw play, but Hughes is not fooled. The ball comes loose and there's a mad scramble. Matthew Newman comes up with the fumble recovery for Catholic High. The Bears are in their 2-minute drill just before halftime. First, the pass to Luke Gallman. First down. Now it's the option play. Worley keeps. Picks up a huge gain. No huddle. Screen pass to Julius Fleming. The junior speeds down the field. The 2-minute drill was to come up short, and the halftime score was Woodlawn 10, Catholic High 9. Third quarter action. Quito turns him in for Nabalski and Hughes. The Bears have the ball. Spin offense, and it's Ryan Talbot following Nick Daigle's block down the sideline. Again, the Bears shift into the spin offense. This time it's Worley keeping. And the senior cuts to the outside. Time for a play-action pass. Great protection. And Talbot comes down with the big pass reception. Bears are at the 1. Richard and others clear the way for Julius Fleming and a touchdown. Calicaia is pulled within 2. Woodlawn tries a pass over the middle, but Sampson's there to break it up. Big play, punt return. Matthew Newman hauls it in. An enormous hit by Martin Sampson. And Newman brings it back to the Woodlawn 44-yard line. Fake into the middle. And Worley picks up a huge gain. This time it is the handoff. Wilcox and Richard clear the path. Fake again to Daigle. And Worley keeps it. Quarterback draw. Ubi Williams knocks out the linebacker, and Worley is in for the touchdown. Calicaia has the lead, 21-17. Woodlawn tries to come back. The sweep to the outside. Chris Gremion. And Jason Peters on the stop. Critical play for the Bear defense. Odom turns him in. Martin Sampson and Justin Suarez in on the stop, along with Thomas Broussard. The Calicaia Bear offense takes over. It's the spin sweep. And Julius Fleming picks up a big gain. This time it's Worley on the keeper. And the senior has another first down. The reverse. And Fleming picks up a huge gain for the Bears. With the defense guarding the run, Calicaia goes to his play-action pass, and Worley finds Talbot in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. One last shot for Woodlawn. Brandon Odom with a big hit. Final score, Calicaia 28, Woodlawn 17. The next week, Calicaia traveled to Sanamaw to face the 5th-ranked team in the state. What followed was a record-setting performance that few Bear fans will ever forget. First quarter defensive action, Calicaia's Corey Williams and Ryan Nabalski lead the charge on the Gator running back. On Calicaia's second possession, trailing 3-0, Douglas Proctor gets off a booming punt, mishandled by the Gator return man, and it's recovered by Andrew McGinney. First down, Bears. This leads to Jacob Dugas' field goal attempt. And it's good. The score is now tied 3-3. The Bear defense was tough to run against that night. Matthew Newman and Ryan Nabalski converge on this ball carrier. Calicaia spin offense goes to work. Trap blocks by Reve Smith and Luke Pear spring Julius Fleming. This time Worley fakes. Look at the huge hole opened up by the left side of the line. Bears continue. The pitch to Nick Daigle, and the fullback keeps the legs churning for a first down. Drive goes into the second quarter. It's play-action pass. Great protection, and Ryan Talbot hauls in the ball from Worley. Second and goal. Josh Warren knifes in for the touchdown. The Dugas extra point is good, and Calicaia has tied the score at 10-all. Defensively, a great job of containment by Byron Washington until help arrives on the ball carrier. The Bears offense is on the move. Again, the play-action pass off the spin offense, and Worley finds Talbot down the sideline. A late hit out of bounds adds 15 yards. The keep, and Nick Daigle clears the way for Austin Worley. After the made extra point, the score is tied at 17-all. Catholic High continues to move offensively. Bootleg, and Worley finds Jeremy Eason. A shift, and Worley goes around the right end. Another big gain. 4th and 1. And Josh Warren explodes off left tackle. First down, Bears. This time it's the reverse to Talbot. Again, Daigle with a great lead block and another first down. Again, the spin pass works to perfection. Worley steps up in the pocket and finds Luke Gallman down the left sideline. 1st and goal, Catholic High. Now it's the spin sweep. And Talbot walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Again, the Dugas extra point is good. And Catholic High now leads by a score of 24-17. On the ensuing kickoff, Matthew Allen kicks the sky kick, and the Bears converge. Chris Grimioff and Byron Washington on the hit. Catholic High's defense continues to be relentless. This time, Ryan Dabalski and Brandon Odom on the stop. With less than 10 seconds to go in the half, the Gators are back to throw. Ball is completed over the middle. The receiver almost runs into the end zone, but he's stopped short by Ryan Talbot, Matthew Newman, Trey Samaha, and Thomas Broussard. No score, and the halftime score is Catholic High 24, Santa Maria 17. Third quarter action. This time, big Corey Williams comes in and hits the receiver. Pressure on the quarterback, and it's John Quito with the quarterback sack. In this game, Catholic High scored on 8 consecutive possessions. To open the second half, the Bears went to the option game. Worley's perfectly timed pitch to Julius Fleming resulted in a huge touchdown. The score is 30-17 Bears. The Gators are backed up, and Martin Sampson leads the surge on this defensive stop. Catholic High puts pressure on the quarterback, and senior Trey Samaha comes up with a huge interception. The Bear offense wastes no time getting the ball in scoring position. Dive straight ahead to Nick Daigle. Another option play. Perfectly timed pitch this time to Julius Fleming. And another first down. The Bears perfectly execute the shuffle pass. Great move by Julius Fleming, and the juniors into the end zone for another score. The Bears are going for 2. Play fake, and Worley races around the left end untouched. The score is now 38-17 Catholic High. The Gators try the draw play. It doesn't fool Jason Peters, who strips the ball, and the loose ball is recovered by Byron Washington. First down, Catholic High. The Bears go right to work. The Bears use the quick screen to flanker Ryan Talbot. He picks up a convoy of blockers and picks up a sizable gain. It's another option play. Pitch to Josh Warren. Great perimeter blocking downfield and another first down. This time, sprint pass. And it's Worley to Ryan Talbot. Touchdown, Bears. With the Dugas extra point, incredibly, we're still in the third quarter, and the score is Catholic High 45, Santa Maria 17. The Gators cannot run on Catholic High's defense. F.M. Montez de Oca, Sampson, Hughes, and a host of others in on the stop. Option once again. This time, the pitch is to Ryan Talbot. great stop and a cut up the field for extra yardage. Spin counter, and it's Josh Warren for a big first down. This time the fake on the sweep, and it's Worley picking up another first down for Catholic. Finally, this leads to Josh Warren on the spin counter. Great lead blocks and a touchdown. Dugas is in one more time to make an extra point, and Catholic is winning by a score of 52-24. Great coverage on Matthew Allen's kickoff after the touchdown. First hit is supplied by Michael Coulon, Thomas Broussard, Brett Bejan, and Mark Grant. Fourth quarter action. Catholic has the ball, and this time it's senior quarterback Dixon McMakin who picks up a first down. A series of penalties backs the Bears up. They face a 3rd and 28. But senior D.C. Christopher weaves through the defense for a 33-yard gain and a first down. Santa Maria has the ball late in the game. Pressure on the quarterback, and he's tackled by Jason Peters. Great coverage by Dean Talbot. Last snap of the ball game, McMakin takes a knee, and the Bears count the time off the clock. Catholic has scored an incredible 52-38 victory, has sewn up their 3rd consecutive district championship, and set a scoring record in this long series with the Santa Maria Gators. Catholic had finished the regular season with a 7-game winning streak in the district championship and had earned a playoff berth for an unprecedented 17th consecutive season. The Bears traveled to New Orleans for a first-round contest with an outstanding West Jefferson team. First quarter defensive action and great pursuit by John Quito and F.M. Montez de Oca result in this tackle. Later, as the quarterback sprints out, it's Byron Washington coming up with a big hit. The Buccaneers are threatening, and on the toss play, Trey Samaha comes up with the stop. Second quarter action, and the Bears offense begins to move. Worley picks up a first down. Doug Proctor continued to punt the ball well, and Catholic has great coverage provided by senior Brandon Ammon and Thomas Broussard. Trailing, the Bear offense begins to move. 2-minute drill. Slant pass to Luke Gallman on 3rd down. A key pickup. Catholic continues in their hurry-up offense. This time a fake to Talbot, and Worley keeps the ball. Quick slant, and Ryan Talbot hauls in the ball for a first down. It's time for the draw play, and Julius Fleming explodes into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for Catholic High. Jacob Dugas is in, and the extra point is good. Third quarter action. Catholic High continues in the no-huddle offense. Another slant pass to Talbot. Catholic High defense comes up big. Jason Peters with the stop behind the line. This time it's Martin Sampson, Peters, Samaha, and others in on the stop. Bears go to the bootleg, and Worley finds Jeremy Eason over the middle. Catholic continues the drive. Sprint out pass, and it's Ryan Talbot hauling in the throw. Again, it's Talbot on the slant. Screen pass. Worley finds Josh Warren, who follows his blockers down the field. Draw play. This time, Ubi Williams with the kickout block, and Josh Warren is in the end zone. The Bears are back on defense. Martin Sampson with the first hit. Then Justin Suarez, Jason Peters, and Dean Talbot on the stop. Fourth quarter action, and Calakai is moving down the field. Worley weaves his way through the defense. Again, the hurry-up offense. Three-step drop and another slant pattern to Ryan Talbot. The Bears turn the ball over. Wes Jeff is back on offense, but this time Corey Williams reaches out and intercepts the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's Calakai's football. Once again, Calakai goes to the screen pass. Austin Worley to Josh Warren, who takes advantage of Rive Smith's and Ryan Richard's blocks. First down, Bears. Midline option, and Worley keeps. Fourth and goal at the 4. Bootleg, and Worland finds Jeremy Eason in the end zone for a touchdown. The Dugas extra point pulls Calakai within 13 points. The score now is 34-21. Later in the fourth quarter, Calakai's offense is on the move once again. This time the three-step drop hitch pattern to Josh Tinsley. Bootleg. And Worley finds Eason over the middle. Calakai refuses to give up. This time it's Luke Gallman on the reception. Quarterback draw, and Adam Wilcox clears the way with Ryan Richard. The Bears come up short, and their season ends in New Orleans.